There is nothing random about your existence. Every part of who you are carries intentions. Your strengths, your challenges, your perspective, and your journey all serve a purpose that is uniquely yours. You were not meant to compare yourself to others. You were meant to become who you were designed to be. Even the seasons that felt difficult contributed to your development. You are not an accident. You are not a mistake. You are a work carefully formed, intentionally shaped, and still being refined. There was a time when you did not understand your life, the pressure, the losses, the betrayals, the silence. It felt confusing, unfair, and heavy. And yet you did something rare. You remained faithful. You did not turn bitter. You did not abandon what you believed. You did not curse the very hand that was shaping you. Instead, you trusted. Even when you could not see the purpose, you believed that there was one. As it is written in Romans chapter 8, verse 28. And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. You continued to move with integrity. You gave love even when it was not returned. You showed kindness even when it was not reciprocated. You stayed aligned even when everything around you felt unstable. And what you did not realize at the time was nothing you went through was wasted. Every hardship was shaping you. Every disappointment was refining you. Every moment of endurance was strengthening you. You were being built into something unshakable. Because strength like yours is not given, it is forged through pressure, through resistance, through perseverance. You have been tested in ways most people would not survive. You have been let down by those you trusted. You've been abandoned when you needed support. You stood alone when no one stepped forward. And still, you did not break. You rose. You grew. You became. As it is written in James chapter 1, verse 12. Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life. Now, when people look at you, they may not know your full story. They may not understand what it took to become who you are. But they can see the result. There is something in your presence, a resilience, a depth, a strength that cannot be explained. Because what they are witnessing is not surface level. It is the result of a life that has been shaped by endurance and sustained by faith. You are not finished. You are still being refined. And even now, you stand as evidence. Evidence that faith produces strength, that endurance produces growth, that what is broken can be rebuilt into something greater. As it is written in Ephesians chapter 2, verse 10. For we are God's masterpiece, created in Christ Jesus to do great works, which God has created in advance for us to do. You are not just surviving, you are becoming. And what you are becoming cannot be undone. I'd like to end this message with a parable. A sculptor once took a rough, unshaped stone and began to carve into it. With each strike of his tool, pieces fell away. To anyone watching, it looked like destruction. The stone was being chipped, broken, and reduced. But the sculptor never stopped. He continued shaping, refining, removing what did not belong, until one day the form within the stone was revealed. What once looked like damage was actually design. What once seemed like loss was necessary for creation. The lesson: the hardships that you endured were not meaningless. They were part of your formation. What felt like breaking was often shaping. What felt like loss was often refinement. You are not defined by what you went through, but by what you became through it. And when you remain grounded in faith through every season, you begin to understand a truth that cannot be shaken. You are being built with intention. You are being shaped with purpose. And you are becoming something that cannot have been formed any other way. And that's it for this message. I'd like to thank everybody who made it to the end of the video. I'm truly honored by your support. If this message resonated with you at all, please consider dropping a comment, giving me some feedback, hitting the like button, and subscribing. It's been ChrisAnesti, and until next time, take care, and God bless you.